President Kiir has just returned from a 5 working days visit in United Arab Emirates, and during the meeting the president did met with the different dignitaries, and the discussion was a follow-up from a previous diplomatic engagement focusing mainly on development and economic ties. Therefore, we came along and brought with us some files that need to be executed. But before they could be executed or implemented, they are going to be subjected to the parliament to ratify some of them.
Welcome to Jimosi podcast. President Kiir is back to Juba after he went to U.A.E. for the third time this year. Last week when he left, we did a discussion. So if you did not watch it, please go look at that video. But then it's now in after his visit for bilateral relation discussion in U.A.E. And yeah, he's back. But there were a lot of questions, people saying that he came back early. He only came back after 5 days. The other one, he spent more than close to 10 days.
I think it was 10
the
days.
second one.
Yes.
But this one now, he came back pretty quick. Of which some people were trying to piece some information here and there. That maybe there's something urgent that needs his attention. Or...
people to fire.
yeah. Or what do you think? Do you think there was something actually urgent that needed him to be back in the country that quick? Or it was just that his mission has ended in U.A.E., so he just had to come back?
I feel like he was already done doing whatever he went to the U.A.E. for. Yeah. It's not like there's really anything that he wanted to come and address in South Sudan, because we are currently in the technological era, right?
But
so
you don't...
if there's something that needs to be addressed or anything, he can just give a go-ahead from there.
You don't think of this, a lot of declarations that were made about some rebels here and there, Nyal being called a rebel, and Red Bell in Jonglei being officially called rebel. Yeah.
And the issues within the, was it Tony East?
That one has been ongoing even before he left, so he knew of that, and that is his home backyard. So I think he has done a lot of research regarding that.
Yeah, either way, I still don't feel like these two issues that you just highlighted would have prompted him to come back, because Nyal 1 is not in South Sudan. This issue of the Red Bell movement
was there before he left.
Yes, and also the SSPDF are kind of trying what they want to do. Like, they have their own way of handling such things, right? For instance, last week, was it last week or this week? There was that hair strikes in Tony East. Yeah. So if that happened, then obviously President Kiir, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, was very much aware of what is ongoing there. So he could easily give the directions to the chief of defense forces, and then they'll do what they need to do to address any of the concerns within the country while he's away. Also, I think Bolmil was standing in for him. So if there's anything that really needed the presidential action, then Bolmil could have easily acted on his behalf. Yeah, I feel like he was just done doing whatever he went to do.
But do you feel that President Salva Kiir travel a lot?
Hey, the only place I see him visiting a lot is that Middle East. Yeah, and then maybe sometimes to attend state functions in neighboring countries. For instance, recently, was it in September? Yeah, at the beginning of September, when he attended the Grand GERD, the Grand Ethiopian Dam. Yeah, Renaissance Dam for its launching. And then if, let's say, Kenya has something to do, then he can go there. But recently, during the burial of Raila Odinga, only Rebecca Nyandeng went to Kenya. And she actually addressed the nation.
Yes. So for me, I would say Salva Kiir does not travel a lot. And this, like in a year, him going outside like 4 times, that's too small compared with other presidents within East Africa. There are people that travel a lot in
Kasongo.
East Africa. So President Kiir, no, that's not a lot.
Yeah,
And
that's
most
true.
of the time, he always give out this opportunity for traveling. Because when the UN General Assembly was being held,
Yeah.
most of other African countries, only presidents went. But for him, he gave it to Josephine. And I think the other year, he also gave it to Nyandeng. So most of the time, he does not even attend those UN General thing.
That's because we have 5 vice presidents who are
Yeah.
just sitting in Juba. So
But other people like traveling, right? But for him, it's like, man, I'm not
He's
here for
old.
all this. For all these things. Even presidents that are all in other African countries, they also go. Trump went and they're
Tinubu.
almost age-mate with Trump.
Oh, but then how old is
It was
Trump? Is
being
Trump not
held.
almost
It's
80?
in 70s. I don't know how old, but so yeah, when it comes to traveling, he does not travel a lot. But again, when it comes to his mission of traveling, sometimes I feel like these people give a
questionable.
weird or
Yeah.
but it's up to them, man.
Yeah, they don't have to reveal why the president is traveling.
Yes,
But
but the
then they
reason
don't have to lie.
yeah, but the reason that they give us, we don't actually believe that's the actual
Yeah.
thing. It's always their thing here and there.
Yeah.
So
Because I think, like, based on the publication that I read earlier with regards to President Salva Kiir returning back to Juba from that U.A.E trip, they said one of the senior government officials who was speaking on condition of anonymity dismissed recent speculation circulating on social media that the president would extend his stay in the Gulf nation, calling it false claims or fake news. But then they also, it's like they are kind of debunking the allegations that the president is possibly going there for medical checkup or stuff. Because what they said is that his visit is mainly for bilateral relations, but we don't really see any publications. There's no presidential address, there's no reception on his host country, and we don't see any pictures on different social media platforms.
yeah,
But whenever presidents or senior government officials travel for bilateral trade relations or bilateral relations in general, then they at least take pictures, because that would serve as a proof, right? That this is where you went. And it's also for accountability purposes, so that people don't feel like you are wasting taxpayers' money on your own personal journeys. Because if you are going somewhere to meet a president for your bilateral relations, then we need to see the two of you meeting. And we also need to see something materializing in the next coming weeks or months. Yeah.
yeah. So my other guess why he came back earlier is because of the UAE, the UAE itself, and the war of Sudan. A few days ago, 2 to 3 days ago, RSF captured a town called El Fasher, and a lot of atrocities were committed there. And there was a lot of backlash on social media, with a lot of people pointing at UAE. I don't know what evidence that they had that UAE were supporting RSF. A lot of international medias were talking of, they were bluntly mentioning UAE as having a direct role to play in the Sudan conflict.
Okay.
But then again, the UAE went out and then they issued their statement saying that they feel for what's
Denying
happening
the
bad, but
claims.
they have nothing to do with that war, and so kind of thing. Obvious, regular thing, right? But again, if you look at that people are talking of Sudan and UAE having and you are there in UAE.
For
And
your
they have
own relations.
for your own relation, and South Sudan is having its small fight here and there, then rumors as always, right? People will say president of South Sudan has gone to UAE so that he can come and maybe deal with his own enemies within his country, since UAE are good in helping people
To
in
fight
dealing
their enemies. Yeah.
So for that reason, he did not want to be caught
It's
up in
bad
that
publicity here.
yeah, in that hype or in that talk of U.A.E. in a bad way. So that's why he had to leave earlier, not to be safe. And there have been a lot of some claims, some claims that you see on social media sometimes you don't take them that serious.
Take with a pinch
But
of
there have been a
salt.
lot of allegations that people saying that RSF have some of South Sudanese as some of their
The
fighters.
soldiers. Yeah.
But on most of the videos that I've seen people displaying on social media, I've never seen any Dinka
Like
or
not
any
just
South
even Dinka.
Sudanese.
If you look at the physical features, right, you'll see clearly these are Arabs,
Yeah,
the dark ones, or like people from the north.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So they
but
are not South Sudanese. South Sudanese, you'll know them by the nature, the texture of their hair and other physical features.
yeah, so there have been that, and we really feel bad for the people of Al Fasher, and I think there's a topic that maybe we get time we can discuss, so that we look at the negativity that come with people talking of fighting or war or separating even regions into different countries. We can have a look at that, because sometimes people make it look like something really cool if the country was to be divided into several regions and people rule themselves. You guys are still going to fight, but we can make it a separate video.
I agree with you. It's just like the same thing, right? Right now we have, it's a federal system of government whereby we have the national government and then the states governments, just like in the US or in other Western world countries. You have the national government operating as doing things like defense and many other things. But then we have the local governments that do their own things. So in South Sudan, we have the same thing. Why is it that as much as we are not separated to have each state to be its own country, we still have those internal issues?
Yeah.
Yet states should be smaller and easier to manage compared to the whole nation. So why are people not addressing some of those issues within their own states? If it's that easy for people to separate and go and have a better life as a state or as a small country.
Yeah.
I've seen two separate things. I think some people are proposing having Upper Nile State as the Nile Republic. And then I also came across another video that said the Equatorians are being dragged behind by failed states. It's not like we have almost 3 states.
Yeah, that's why I say
right?
we can have it as a separate video, because there are a lot of things that can be discussed there. Either the people proposing those might be right in their own way, but we might have a different opinion to what they're saying.
True.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please let us know the reason why the president is back. Oh, I forgot one thing. When the president was away, the government employees, especially the appointing position, were sleeping peacefully, knowing that Bolomel will not fire any of them.
Doesn't have it's
but now,
his pay grade.
With the president being in,
people are not sleeping.
On Monday, some people might wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
They will sleep as ministers and wake up as nobody.
Yes, Salva Kiir always keep these people on
surprises.
Yeah, it's not good to be a minister in that country.
He's the king of surprises. I don't think anyone is safe. Because ministers are not safe, governors are not safe,
vice
deputies,
presidents,
the undersecretaries. This guy technically has all the powers.
He's holding everybody like this sikunyet.
Yes. Like your destiny lies in his fingertips. He'll just wake up and snap his fingers and say, "You, Jimosi, there's a way I don't like how you walk into this office."
Can I have somebody else?
Yes.
And then they appoint somebody with a high qualification that come and mess up this country badly.
With zero qualifications, but he doesn't care because he knows in the next 2-3 months, this other person will be gone. And then he'll bring you back. He's just playing with people's emotions.
Yeah.
Then when you are fired, you have to, oh, my president, it was a pleasure working with you. You know, I really enjoyed working under you, and I look forward to cooperating with you, and all those sweet nonsense.
Lack of jobs in South Sudan is making people to behave in a
Bootlickers.
useless way.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video.
And pray for your uncles and aunties who hold government positions
Yeah.
that are appointed by Kiir. Otherwise, you will look for somewhere else to squat.
He appoints even commissioners. This country
Uh,
is remaining to be appointing husbands for women.
and wives for men.
Yes.
Or very soon, I think I saw somewhere where somebody was talking of sometime he would even fire himself and reappoint himself
Yeah.
because he's so used to this thing. Let us know your thoughts about these powers of appointing. Is it something that we need to address in the constitution, or how do we go forward from this? Because it's really creating a lot of mess.
And anxiety in people.
Yes, and it's messing with people's mental health.
Yes, I agree with that.
Jimosi, employee and employee.
Yes. So see you in the next video.
Focus on podcasting.
Yes.
Make it a career. So that you never have to depend on Kiir's appointment. Alright, see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Let's reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of November. We are starting November tomorrow, so